Works in progress update here on January 5th. I finally got the Spaceman machine started again and just began painting this one. It's a Crescent Toys Kellogg's Rice Krispie dude that had been painted red by a prior owner. You can see hints of its original blue plastic sticking out. And I thought about, going the whole oven cleaner route and scrubbing them clean, and then decided, let's just use that red as a primer layer. And we'll start just detailing little patches with the acrylic iridescent paints that I've enjoyed using here. These are the three that I'm making the most of right now. Iridescent copper fine, iridescent copper light as a fluid, acrylic, and an iridescent silver fine in a fluid. And it's just to lay down sort of, a primer layer. There's the term again. Acrylics are essentially just a petroleum product. Plastic on plastic, it's gonna nick off if you rub your thumbnail across it. But the metallics, the jagged little pieces, microscopic bits of stuff beyond microscopic that make up the metallic sheen, adhere to the teensy little microscopic pores in the plastic a little bit better than just a regular basic acrylic color paint. So that's why I usually start with a metallic layer, and sometimes I just leave them. This is a Galaxy Laser Team Chewbacca rip-off figure that is missing his antenna. These all have some damage to them. That's why I start with the damaged ones, and the copies that I have so many of, it doesn't matter. And I've just put down some material there that I then layer on things like crackle paste and the micaceous iron oxide compounds to, amongst other things, make a little bit of space terrain. There's a Galaxy Laser Team Buck Rogers, sort of a two-dimensional, interesting thing. He's human. He's got a gun. I'm trying to keep the guns out of my artwork. Having, ICBMs and space tanks and stuff. No big deal, but guns. I may try to come up with a concept. He's damaged as well. He's supposed to have a little antenna on his beanie. And I may experiment with carving that off and trying to think of something else he could be holding other than a gun. But again, he's pink, so we've primed with the darker of the two colors, at least for the pants. And I need new brushes officially as of today. I can't make a smooth mark on that if my life depended upon it. Here's a Hing Fat vintage Hing Fat style space astronaut. Still don't know who made these things. It was probably Hing Fat. And you can tell the difference by the rectangular chest unit there that I'm putting some of the copper on. And he's been primed mostly with the iridescent silver fine. And we're getting some of the crackle paste there onto his base to make a little bit of terrain. This is a damaged Marks Toys USAF high altitude test pilot in his little rubber pressurized suit. Coming upon this, I might just leave that as silver. I think it looks handsome, and then make the hoses black. Just keep it as minimal and simple as I can. I gotta get in there with a toothpick and try cleaning his face a little bit. But I always keep a patch of the plastic, the original color, and lately it's been the faces, so the Hing Fat guy didn't get. We'll try to avoid him. We'll have to figure out something with Chewy. You do what you can. And here's a Safari Space Chimp, Sergeant Ham, I think they call him, or is it Private Ham? And we're just giving him some terrain and a little bit of the iridescent interference blue there for his top, and do something with the pants, some more space terrain. other pieces yet to go. It's to me toys or processed plastics. Little 35 millimeter astronauts. I lost my place there. There's a busted up Major Mason downsize Reconojet, and it should be it's missing an antenna around top, so we're going to give that a paint job. Got about 8 of these. Mattel, John Glenn with his lunchbox there, and Barbie. Yeah, and here's a busted Mark's Galaxy Command Space Tank. Dozer blade is missing, and I think there's something busted off the front there, but I'm not sure. But the way that I phrased it is that I wanted to make it look like the Jawas. It's something that the Jawas would have on their lot for sale. Oh, all rusted and greasy and battered, but still with those gorgeous lines. So we're coming right along. I'm happy with how it's progressing. And the Mark's Toys 6-inch astronaut. This one had some light fading to it. I've just been lazy on getting busy with it. Finally working on his terrain. And I had found pictures of a yellow suited paint job Mark 6-inch astronaut that I really like. So he might end up being yellow. We'll see. Keep you in the loop. Show what's up. Back to work.